Hello, good morning or good afternoon. I'm usually on in the morning. Hi, how are you? I am going to be working on a 4x4 Coptic stitched journal today, and I have like three of them. I'll show you. I'm getting all set up. I'm trying to find some relaxing music that um, is copyright free because I had a copyright strike on YouTube because this is multi-tab, um, kind of multimedia, whatever. So I think it was a music that I was using in the background. So let's see. Here's one that's no copyright, calm music. Don't know if I'll like it or not, or if you guys, but got to go through the commercials. Okay. All right. Oh, one more. Okay. I think you can hear it. Can you hear it okay? So I tried to do this last week, but we had a death in our family, and it's actually my ex-father-in-law, and I had a lot of family come down, and I didn't know if they were going to stay with me or not. But welcome. My name is Leela. I'm from Northwest Florida, and I also have a YouTube channel called Board Grandma Designs. If you want to go there, I'm going to show you how to that I do my Coptic stitched books and why I love them so much. Hi there. I love interacting with you guys. On YouTube, I wasn't able to do that because I don't have as many friends there, which that's okay. I don't mind having just a few friends. All you need is one. Hello and welcome in. So, what I'm going to do is I kind of put a little book together, but I'm going to show you what it is that I'm actually making. So I do a 4x4 um, cutouts, and I pre-cut them out, and I put them in my little basket here. And of the 5x5s, and then have I, I upcycle and recycle and all that good stuff. So these are saltine cracker boxes. So I've glued them together and cut them down to 4x4, and then I cover them with the 5x5, and then I trim them down to about 3.5 by 3.5. I like it square, it's easy to do. And then I pre-cut some papers to envelopes that I get from the mail. I recycle those because they're junk journals, and I just put a blend of different things, book pages and other things. And I love being able to have room for journaling because I like to journal, and I've done it most all of my life as a child. It's just right. Back then we called them diaries. Remember that? Thank you. Thank you. One more friend. The more the merrier. Cynthia. Okay. Nice to meet you. Looks like we're friends already. So, okay. I've made some journals already. I did one live. I did an AI thing, and I try to steer away from that sometimes and just do the old journaling type thing. Like I love Victorian, but this is the one that I did. I'm gonna pin it up here. But this is one of, I'll just run it as an auction. Take it down a couple notches. But this is, I love Alice in Wonderland. And so this is Alice Tea Party. And I did a Coptic stitch on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And then they have 3 signatures. That's a grouping of paper together. You love Alice? Yes. I have a doll that I was given from Santa Claus. It's in the room here when my grandkids were coming to stay in my art room slash guest room. I always have to hide her and all my other little dolls because I guess I'm that grandmother that with the creepy dolls, but it creeps them out. But here's some of the pages that I put in this one. It has flowers from a botanical book. I meant to paint that, but I use this white paint to go over it. This is envelopes. I tea dyed. I'm trying to steer away from coffee and go to tea, so I'll reserve a little bit of my tea for that, for dyeing. So that's some of that. I put um, a little rabbit charm with the clock and some paper beads that I've made. I've had it dangling like this, but I kind of made it long so you can use it as a bookmark. So, and then I did an envelope, and then inside there, I was showing how to do these little pocket purse puzzles. Little Victorian. Um, they used to mail these off to each other, and they would put the little wax seal in the middle, and they would address the other side. You can't really do that today. They did experiment on doing them, but it gives you a little extra writing space on that. I showed how to do that last week, but I just kind of tucked that in to my little envelope pocket here. So I'm watching your comments off to the side of my computer. I hope the music's not too loud. And I hope I don't get copyrighted on YouTube. I had to see the calendar on this one. See, I upcycled. So this was a beautiful calendar. And so the words are upside down for me to have this where I wanted it. So I have to paint that as well. And there's the inside, and that's the back of it with an extra little dangle there. But that's what we did last week. And this is a little creepy, but it's not as creepy as the others turned out. This was the least creepy AI, but it was fun to make. Have to go back and ask it to do different things and then edit it. So that's that. Another one is my little angel. I had this I pulled it out of the little antique mall that my little sister and I have a little booth there. Repin it. But there she is. But here she is. What, you know, the handles on the bags, gift bags, Well, I've taken a handle off and I made a little bow out of it and decoupaged it. It's kind of stiff, but it's also Coptic stitch. I use a wax, a beeswax. It was an old candle from my cousin's bees um, that they made, and I had the candle forever as a little angel. And then I didn't want to burn her, so but now I tore up, being that I needed some beeswax so I could use it for my threading of these stitches. But there's a little angel, and she's kind of got lavender. I used an old button, and the button is actually probably something from what I had when I was a little girl. I went through my mother's button thing and button container. I think my little sister did too. And so I use coffee dyed papers, and I have a cactus outside, a prickly pear cactus, and the fruits. It's blooming right now. It's beautiful. It's yellow, and we finally had rain. We didn't have rain for the longest time, but boy, last Friday we really celebrated the rain. I wanted to go outside and dance in it, but there's inside of that. And, I left it pretty plain for writing, lots and lots of journaling. You could add your own pockets and your own imagination to something like this. That's what I was thinking. That's my thought. Oh, thank you. I'll have them in the antique mall, and they'll sit there a little while, and then you think, okay, well, nobody's interested. And all of a sudden, everybody's interested. Like right now, I have porcelain clowns I've got to put in there because not junk journals, but actual little porcelain clowns. And nobody wanted them. All of a sudden, they wanted them. So let me do this little. So this one has more of a spring light look to it. It's got a little lavender button that I made from a magazine, and then I covered this. It's a 5x5, and then did the Coptic stitching on it. And then it's bright. Don't let me hurt your eyes here. That's coffee dyed, and it's just real simple. This is just out of packaging, I guess. Maybe I bought something from a whatnotter here. Another whatnotter. And then a little butterfly. I thought I'd stick that there. We have a little butterfly park right outside the window of the museum that I volunteer at. And it just reminds me of the little butterfly. We had one that was born right outside on our windowsill, and we got to see a monarch. So thank you for being here. Okay, so today I thought I'd do a little bumblebee theme. So I got this from someone else too, and I'm gonna use these. I've already cut these down, which this one I like to fuse them together like this, and it's a 4x4. So I cut them down, and then I glue them together facing this the shiny part. And all I do is use, see, even my jar is upcycled, but I just use Mod Podge on mine. I mean, there are other glues, more expensive glues, but I add a little water. And last time I added some warm water in there, it makes it go a long ways, and it helps spread it. That's my method. So what I'm going to do is cover them. There's another one the same exact size, so there's two of them. And this is going to be my cover, so I'll do the cover. And then this will be the back portion. And I think I'm going to do that on the inside. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll figure it out as I go. That's probably going to be the inside. What's this one? Oh, I think I'll do this, the back portion. And these will be the inside of it. Hello, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Nice job. Thanks. That's sweet. I'm just reading back and forth. Okay, I got a thing for doilies, so I'm going to cover my mess up right here. So what I use is a thicker string. You can use embroidery string if you like, or thread rather. But I use a string. This is what I got this from Habitat from Humanity when it used to be down the street. They closed it. I think things were getting tight for everybody. So they just moved into one store so they're not spread out. You need an awl and a heavier duty needle. So I have one, a curved needle is what I prefer, but I lost it. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is at all. And then if your thread is not already waxed, then you can do it with beeswax. This is a beeswax candle. Please forgive me, but that's her other wing. I I was gonna keep her forever. I'm gonna see if I can get back with my cousins. They live kind of far from me, but not too far. So it's a few hours drive. But you know, life gets busy for everybody. So that's what I'm gonna use today. But right now, I'm gonna wax this up. Well, I thought this was gonna have no ads. I guess you gotta have copyright free music. I should have typed in copyright free relaxing music. No, no ads or a few ads. All right, so make sure I've got the ends here. And I'll have that all ready. So I'm gonna have like five holes that I'm gonna make. So I usually measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I loosely. Sometimes I go for 6 to make sure I don't run out of string. All right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cover this. Okay. All right. So there's little honeybees. Well, they're bees. So I'm going to try to get it in the center here. And you can cut them from corner to corner. That's what most people do. But I don't know. I like to make things difficult for myself. I like to fold the corners in like they do with the old book covers. Let me show you. Like this corner right here. Because whenever I cut the corners, I seem to have a little gap there anyway. So to me, it's just better for me to fold it in like that so you don't have any gaps to cover up because, I mean, that's just me. How many of you do junk journals? I've seen some very elaborate ones, beautiful junk journals out there. I'm going to do the corners here and fold that down. I have a bone folder somewhere. Just had that thing the other day, but that was a whole other day. I'm always losing my bone. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is a bone folder. I had a friend make this for me. He is a Native American and he makes flutes and decorates the flutes and plays the flutes. I think he's at a powwow now playing. So I'm going to do corner to corner, just like so. All right. Oh, you're welcome. Good. Then this is just for you, whoever's learning. On the first Friday, or is it the first or second? The first Friday of every month at the museum that I volunteer at, we have a little book arts club, and we all get together and make journals. So we're going to make another type of journal with a different type of book binding, and I get to learn something new. We learn how to do lino cuts too by an artist that was at our university here. She's moved on to another art school, and she taught us right before she left. So I'm just kind of bending this so I'll know where to glue it. It just makes it easier for me to gauge where to glue. Oh, for all the ads. Okay, so now that I got it just so, I'm going to open it back up. I got it all bent. I know about where it's all going to go down in there, so it'll fold just the way I want it. And I'm just going to take my Mod Podge. It's just regular Mod Podge and a little bit of warm water. You put your Mod Podge in there and you just kind of put it under the water real quick because you don't want it to get too runny. And I sort of got it too runny last time, but sometimes if you let it sit a little while, it'll thicken up. So I'm gonna people, some people have their own methods of putting their glue on, but I like to brush my glue on and spread it out. I don't know, there's something therapeutic about it to me. This is my art therapy. So now that I got all that down, probably don't want to put too much. Get it nice and spread evenly. And it doesn't dry too fast, which, all right. And then I'm gonna put it on here. There's that corner and that corner. Just a little bend. Corner to corner in the bends. Just get it just so. And just rub outwards. So I get it started with my fingers and just kind of massage it outwards, and then I get my bone folder and go out with it. Just like so. You can also use brayer. I had to really clean this brayer. I only have one. I might have another one in my she shed. I don't know. I think I do, and it got I really messed it up, so I had to have a do-over. So I just push it outward. And then fold those over and just kind of work with my paper. I love honeybees. Yes, Mod Podge is my glue. Hey, tomorrow's my birthday, and I always ask all my family, please get me some Mod Podge. They think it's ridiculous that I ask for these small things, but these small things make me happy. I can make bigger things with it. Okay, so I'm gonna do the corner to corner, and I'm gonna glue all my little corners down. Put them back down, just so. And I'll do corner to corner. Like this. I asked for this for Christmas one year, and that made me happy. I danced around with this. My husband was so proud. I was a happy girl. He didn't get me, but you know, it's like whatever makes her happy, okay. Then my daughter came over. I'm going to be a grandmother, and I, I'm not. It's not the first time I'm a grandmother. This is like, I mean, I have many grandchildren, and just when I think, you know, okay, well, that's going to be the last of the grandkids, and now the next step is great grandkids, and there's another grandbaby. So she's due on the 26th. I'm very excited. But we did maternity pictures. I got some paper towels here to kind of help rub it down, kind of smash it down and rub it out a little. And then I kind of put a little crease in there as I go along. And I'm going to do this other end. Yes, birthday gifts. Actually, my daughter got me, and future son-in-law got me all kinds of little things. Got me some facial things. Oh, something that you put. I like to make homemade soap just for myself for personal use, um, because my soaps do not look pretty. But I put all these essential oils and stuff in them. That's good for you. But she gave me these little pocket things to put those in. And a little thing, I've been working in my flower bed. Um, I am at a certain age where all I want to do is play in my flower beds. Any of you like that? Hi, welcome in. Making Coptic stitch journals. I just showed a few that I have. Little minis. I'm going to do my little angel. Let me pin it. See what I can do here. I'll do a flash that will. But that's what we're making, just little Coptic stitch journals. And the reason why I like this method is because, you know, for writing space, I like to put a lot of writing space in it, and to be able to make it right or for you to be able to write, not your book write, but um, you can flatten your book out. And so it it just makes it easier. Like, let me show you the angel book again. I'll put this to the side for a second. But when you do the Coptic stitching, I know it's an open binding, but there is a way, and I'm going to learn how to do the closed binding with the Coptic stitching, because I know there's a way. But in the meantime, I'm doing the open binding. But you'll be able to open it up and it will lay flat so you can write. You can just write all over your journal with it laying flat. This one's not wanting to do completely flat because I have a fat bow I upcycle, and this is an upcycled handle on a gift bag. See, I just kind of unraveled it and made a bow out of it. There's another one that's going to be a bow, a future bow. I'm ridiculous at the things that I save. I try to organize. I'm always trying to organize. But yes, it opens up and it lays flat. Just so you'll be able to write. What are your measurements for paper and cardboard? Okay. The ones that we're making today for this is 4x4. The paper, the cardboard's 4x4. The paper is 5x5. And then I'm going to trim down the center, and that's going to be 3.5 by 3.5 square. It's a compact. You can travel with it. Are you full of great ideas? I don't know. I don't know if they're great ideas. They might be a little. I always kind of think out of the box. And I think everybody else is like that too, but I don't know. This one lady told me one time she come over and I fed her some pumpkin pie. And she told me that she goes, I get you. I understand you. And I kind of looked at her like, what? What do you mean by that? You understand me? Does that mean other people don't? They don't get me. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, so now we got our corners laid down. And if you use a different type of glue other than the Mod Podge, then it probably won't warp like this, but I always put mine under. I have encyclopedias, so I put them underneath the encyclopedia to keep them flat and flatten them out if they try to warp. Like you saw, I put a lot of Mod Podge on there, and it's a little bit more watery than, I know there's another word for that, but than what it is, what it should be. It could be a little bit thicker. But okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now bend these sides down. Make sure they're nice and crisp and flat. I'm going to bend that down, and then I'm going to go in here and put my glue. Bend it over. There you go. And then just work it outwards so the glue will come out the sides like this. And it always helps to have like a paper towel. Sometimes I moisten the paper towel a little bit, and I'll run my fingernail along there too to make sure it's on there on the edge real well. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you get me. My whole family was not understanding this whole junk journal business. Especially, I think my in-laws just think I am just Fruit Loops, or what they would have said cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is what we used to say when we were kids from the cereal boxes. Okay. Which my grandson came over. He's 5. He is just he just cannot wait to be 5, and now that he's 5, he says, "I just cannot believe I'm 5." But and he brought over some, his empty cereal boxes. And he's always proud to do that, and I love it. So with the cereal boxes, I like to make something a little bit bigger than these little compacts. The only thing they don't, I'll do a different type of stitching, like a 1 or 3 signature stitch, and they don't they don't really lay flat like these do. But I still make them. Do you want to see the very first journal I ever made? I never wrote on it in it. Do you want to see it? Okay, I'll get it. I'll be right back. It's right outside the room here. Hey, Dixie. Hey, baby. Hey, Jojo. I know. I got out of my spot, didn't I? Okay. This is a cereal box. It's just one layer. It's the very first one I'd ever done. And I used some of the papers that my daughter had. I have 3 daughters. My oldest daughter had given me some paper. Then I used some of the fabric from the furniture store. And then this is what I did. And I made all these little paper beads for dangles. You can see it. And it's kind of warped. And I made this for a family member, and she didn't have any girls, but she does now, which is kind of funny. But I used napkins, and I just was experimenting. It was my very first one. It's not great. I used a lot of Mod Podge. And I noticed, hey, I need a mat. I made little pockets. I did this in my she shed. I was just experimenting. This is all washi tape. And this is the inside. I got a lighter and I burnt the edges. I didn't have any of that ink. Then I used staples to make pockets here, and I made other little things to go inside of it. It's got a Christmas kind of theme. I even made my own little, it's squished now. I made this out of some yarn that my daughter had given me, my youngest daughter. There's some edges, and that's paint, that's gold paint. Napkins, and it's me playing and learning how to There's no sound. Can you hear me now? It's probably because I got that phone call. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, my phone. Let me see if I can put a notification. Or I think it's focus. I don't know. Can you hear me? I think I did it. I don't know. I got a phone call. That's what happened. Okay. So back to business here. But yeah, I made that one for a wedding gift, actually. I know it was kind of a strange one. And then I forgot to bring it. And I still owe her. I'm glad I brought the subject up. I need to bring it to her. Because she's got twin girls now that she's raising. She adopted them. Thank you. I hope she likes it. I was a little embarrassed to give it to her because it warped, and I learned a few more things because on how to get it the way I want it. And that's gluing them together. It needs to be a little bit thicker. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down. Do this. All right. So now it's really quiet. Do you like it quiet or do you like it with music? It's just you and me in the room, it seems. All right, so now I got that down. And now the center, let's see, I'll do this or another one somewhere. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's going to be the back. I wonder which one. Should I do the jar or the flowers for the inside? I'm going to trim that down to 3.5 by 3.5. I'm thinking this one, don't you? Okay. Okay. Well, let me put this that way. Kind of, sort of. So it'll be 3.5. I just got, this is a Fisker. I got this at Walmart. Am I allowed to say that? I don't even know. There's some things we're not allowed to say. But the Big Wally World years ago. So I'm going to say that, make a paper clip out of that, a hidden paper clip. I'm going to take this and turn it that way. And I hope I'm, see, I did it 3 by 3 last time and it was too much paper. All right, there's the other part of the paper clip. All right. Okay, and now we can put it in here. We can round the corners or we can just leave them just so. And we can also blend them. I've got this gold here that I just love. Should I round the corners or leave them plain? Just leave them pointed. Hello and welcome. Making Coptic stitch journals. Right now I'm doing the covers. So I'm just going to do this so you don't see the white edging. You like the round? Okay. I'll do the round. I'm going to do a medium. How about? So I have O negative blood, and I go give blood, and in return they give me t-shirts or things to drink. You know how they do, and you get a choice of gift certificate, and of course I always buy art supplies, so that's where that came from. All right, so now I'm going to glue that on there. So you said you're learning. Have you made any in your learning journey? All right. So I'm going to do half of this now that I know the placement of it, and I'm going to just paint that on there. And then it kind of moved a little, but that's okay. It's not fast. Mod Podge is not a fast drying glue, so you can kind of play with it, move it around. That's what I like about it. But I just add a little bit more water, and it stretches it out, and I like the way it spreads. I love decoupaging anyway. Haven't done that in a while either. It's a raid. Hello, a party of 5. Welcome in. I'm I'm making Coptic stitch journaling. Thank you for the raid. Yes. Yes, I got a raid. Welcome everybody. I'm glad you noticed. I saw something crazy going on in the side of my eyes, my peripheral. I was like, okay, something's happening. Is that Mary Mac? I'm trying to see what that says. I need my magnifying glass. Let's see. Mary Mac Pebbles. Is that what that says? Here, I got my. This is my magnifying glass. Yep, Mary Mac Pebbles. Thank you. Let's see. I've been thrifting and sourcing junk for many years. I have an antique booth and have been active on Etsy. My favorite pastime is DIYing and upcycling all the treasures I find. I love bringing my unique, fun finds to you for beautiful home decor. And Mary Mac Pebbles she's got an upcoming show. I'm going to go ahead and bookmark it and follow. There we go. It's got all kinds of different things. Handmade quilts and quilt tops. Oh my gosh, and quilt blocks. Whoa. Oh, you'll do good with those quilts. All right, there we go. There's that first one. It's kind of got a bubble. Wasn't paying attention. I got excited over the raid. So I've bookmarked you, and I got we're friends now. All right, so there we go. There's the insides and there's the outside. So now we need to make the back part and put this to the side for later. So I'm going to put that to the side. And the next one is just going to be a plain polka dotted one. It's kind of got a little dimple there, but I think it'll work itself out. I'm hoping. So here's the 4x4 board, and it's made out of a Cracker Jack box because I'm a upcycler too. So I'm going to put it in here and put it in the center the best way I can. And this is a 4x4, and the paper on the outside, the cover, is a 5x5. So I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to bend my corner to corner. You can cut that corner a little bit just above the edge, but I don't do that. I bend my corner down, kind of rub that out, and then I use my bone folder, kind of tuck it in right there, and I do it the opposite side. And the reason why I do this, I like to go ahead and fold everything over the cardboard. That way I know exactly where to glue it. Well, kind of, sort of. Maybe not exact. It's not perfect. Nothing in life is. So I have a booth in an antique mall also. They just called me, and I was doing this, so oh my goodness. I never get a phone call from them. It's like the end of the day too. They're about to close. All right. Then I'm going to bend this edge right here. Bend that over. Oh, good. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for hanging in there with me. It's fun when you get people together with you when you make things. I try to stay in my little room, art room, making things when my husband is home. He'll watch television or whatever, which that bores me. But I have to have busy hands all the time. But I'll take all my projects in the room with him and work on my projects while he's watching TV, and we'll converse while I'm making things. Whew. A lot of stuff done. Tomorrow's my birthday. I had to get a tag for my car, and then I'm old, so I started the process of getting Social Security. Okay, let me do this. Anna mode. I don't know how to do spine, so I'm working on a small journal with a fold spine. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Passion for paper. Oh, you're in the right spot. We're all crazy about paper here. Um, yeah, the spine can be a little tricky, but it's easy once you find how what you like to do. This actually is a little bit more challenging with the Coptic stitching. So if you learn how to do this first and then you just go to a regular stitching, then you'll find that it's nothing. It's real easy. So, but this is an open spine. And some of my Amazon boxes that I get, I make like the angel um journal that I showed earlier. She's from a corrugated box. So I also get excited. I'm like a little toddler or something. I get excited over the boxes that come in the mail and the packaging more so than what's actually in the box. Even the tissue. I had somebody come over on Christmas and I was folding up the tissue and folding up the paper all so gently. And they're like, don't do that, just throw it away. But they're one of those people that just did not get me because that is junk journal material. That's what we do here. Junk journal. Oh my goodness, was there another raid? Happy Camper is raiding Party of 22. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Welcome back, Happy Camper. Oh my gosh. Okay. I turned my head and things are going on. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'd say I'm a very gifted in the craft room. I love making embellishments, flower tags, and specialties in my 27 years of scrapbooking. Oh, I know you can teach us a thing or two. Somewhat of a paper snob. Okay. Happily married, amazing daughter, and we also have 6 gorgeous fur babies. Okay. Retired scrapbook Etsy shop. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. You've got yours Wednesday, May 17th, or May 13th, excuse me, at 7 a.m. I'm going to bookmark that one. And we're already friends. There you go. That'll be fun to do. Happy camper. Happy scrapper. Not camper, scrapper. Okay. My daughter came over here yesterday for maternity photos and she had a t-shirt on that said happy camper. That's why I think I'm reading it that way. Seven o'clock is early. That'll be good to get up. And I have to switch from coffee right now, but I love coffee. I'll just have a cup of hot tea with you. So this is multicasted onto YouTube. I am Bored Grandma Designs, and this should be casting on there. I was copyright, but it's Bored Grandma Designs. I do have another one where I'm bored grandma and I'm reading to my grandchildren old vintage books. I got the old vintage books so I could make, you know, junk journals with them. And before I brought them to their deaths, I thought I better read them first. So get over that guilt filled feeling that some of the books I gave to my grandchildren so they could read along. Some of them to my nephew, my great nephews, um, so they could have it. And then some of them I actually made junk journals out of and cut them up. It was hard though. God bless you too. Oh, you're talking to Crystal. Okay. All right. So let me put this down here. Rub that out. All right. So tomorrow is my birthday. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. Tomorrow, I used to go meet my family. I miss those days. They used to take me to a Mexican restaurant and have a sombrero on me, and they'd all start singing happy birthday. And I would start saying, I do not want my birthday in a Mexican restaurant this year. I want something different. No sombreros this year. But then we don't do it anymore hardly, and I miss it. All my children are grown and moved away. So that's not a bad thing. Okay. So I'm just folding the corners down rather than cutting the corners, and that's just the way I like to do it. Really? Oh, twins. Well, happy birthday to them. I bet that's a lot of fun in your house. And do they live nearby? Do granddaughters? My daughter's gonna have a. I'm gonna have a granddaughter soon, but just one, not not two. Oh, they're turning 5. 40 minutes away. Yeah, my grandson, he just turned 5. He's like, I cannot believe I'm 5 years old. I just cannot believe it because he couldn't wait to turn 5. And if you ask him if he feels like he's 5 yet, he's like, no. So I think something magical was supposed to happen when he turned 5 in his mind. But he lives about the same. Let's see, what kind of glue do you use? I am using Mod Podge. I put a little bit of water in it and let it set. And it's still a bit thicker, but my method, I like to brush it on. And I always tell my family, if you want to get me anything for my birthday, get me Mod Podge. I am crazy about Mod Podge. I use it on all kinds of things. I was making paper bowls too. I'd shred up old paper and then I'd blend it into a paper pulp and make paper clay. And then I would make bowls, and then I'd cover them with napkins and Mod Podge. There we go. Yeah, it looks like I got a little glue on that. That's shiny. I'll have to paint the whole thing, I guess. Oh, darn. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and power through this. You can use whatever kind of glue you would like. Some fast glue. I like using the paintbrush, and it's art therapy to me. I really need to be painting my house, to be honest, but I got a lot of white paint to do that with. But I'm a short person, and ladders these days kind of scare me. And I fell off of it one time. That's what scared me, but I got back up there the other day to work on the house because I'm a do-it-yourselfer. I like doing it all myself. All right, so I got that down. And now I think I'm going to use this for the middle. And this one is directional, so I have to make sure that I get it in the right spot when it's time to start putting it all together. So yeah, we're doing the Coptic method, so I'm going to be sewing this. I'm going to cut this. The paper that went around it is 5x5. The cardboard inside of it, which was 2 pieces of cardboard that I glued together from saltine crackers, cracker box, and then I'm going to that's a 4x4, and then this is going to be 3.5 by 3.5. So let me get my cutter, and this is multicasted onto YouTube. If you want to go back and watch, should be anyway. One of the ones that I was doing was copyrighted, and I guess it was the music. I don't know. I was playing in the background, so I try to find some non-copyrighted music, copyright-free music on here. But it didn't play as long as I wanted it to. Okay. All right, so we're going to round the corners, Crystal, like some rounded. So this is a medium one from my little cutter that I got with my blood money. That was the gift certificate from giving blood. That's what I use it for. I always look forward to giving blood. Not only do I save 3 lives in my own, and I get t-shirts and whatever else they have to offer. I don't really wear t-shirts, but I donate them to the museum, and we tear them up and use them to clean our 1915 ink, the ink off of our printer, the Chandler and Price printer. I get to play with that Tuesdays and Thursdays in a museum down the road. I'm always playing. I love this stage of life. It always scared me to think about getting older, but now that I'm here, I'm like, this is kind of kind of relaxing and fun. You know who you are and know that, I don't know, your creative side just really starts happening. Mine did anyway. All right. So now that I got it positioned and I inked the sides, I kind of used a golden ink. I'm going to brush that down. I had a nap before I did this. I like to take little 20-minute naps. I call them meditation naps. Then I go for 30. But I'm getting a little too relaxed here. I'm getting sleepy. All right, so I'm pushing it outward with just a paper towel. Smoothing that out and tapping it at the ends. Oops. There we go. I'm going to do the other side. Try not to do too much because they might warp. But if they do, no problem. I just put them under my huge encyclopedias. You have a great life. Crafting and napping. Yes, that keeps you young. Yes, and my 3 hens in the backyard. When I was a little girl, even though we lived in the city, it was my job to go collect the eggs and feed and water the chickens and all that before I even got ready and walked to school. And I loved it. And when I grew up, moved away, I never had any chickens. So um, I always desired chickens in my backyard. So my little sister and my brother-in-law gifted me a hen house, and my little sister later on, my first batch, that was a learning experience. Let me just put it that way. um, but now I have my 3 hens, Leeler and Tina and Princess Patricia in the backyard. And I just feel like my life has been completed. I've had my children, my grandchildren, and now my hens, and Zozo and Dixie, and my old man cat. That was my daughter's dog, but she's got another baby coming and lots of animals. So this one's a prima donna. So she needed me to take her here. So she's mine now. All right, so it's a little warped right now because of the Mod Podge. So you can use any glue that you would like, but I'll put this underneath my encyclopedias. So I need to make sure that these are going in the same direction. All right, so the next thing, so I used a thicker thread that I got from the Humane Society years ago. They're not even there. And I got it's beeswax. It's from an old candle. And I waxed down my string, but you can buy the string already waxed. But if it's not, you can use the candle wax or beeswax. So that's what I've done. So this is going to have 7 stitches. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've already got my papers measured and cut. And it's going to be 3 signatures that I have. And now what I'm going to need to do is focus on, I don't know which one I want. I think I want it kind of like that. We got to put our holes in there and they got to all line up. So this is the tricky part, me showing you how to do it. And so I have an awl, the small awl, but it's not the smallest awl of all. I've got another one that's smaller than that. And I have an ice pick. An old ice pick. That was my husband's. That was my first awl. Remember those? Anybody old enough to remember? If you want to call it farming, I'm really in the city. But they have beautiful eggs. I have 2 white and 1 black one, and the black one gives me eggs are a green, so it's like an olive color, and the other girls, they give me their white eggs. So, and I make real big about their eggs. They're so sweet. And they don't give anybody any problems at all. I had a rooster that I thought would be the death of me. He was pretty, but he had an attitude. All right, so I'm getting my encyclopedia. That's what I'm doing. So you can use like a cradle type thing to punch your holes. I'm going to put this under the other encyclopedia for right now. Okay. But I don't have a cradle. Or whatever, a crib, a cradle, whatever. I'm thinking babies, I guess. Trying to make room. I have a table behind me for my catch-all, but it's already caught a bunch of stuff. I gotta make some room. Okay. I think my chair needs some WD-40. All right, so I'm going to use my encyclopedia or a large book. Let's see, I'll put some damage on this. I didn't mean to, but it went through all the way. I'm going to try to find the middle page. And then I'm going to take my first signature and make sure, hope you can see this. I'm going to open it up to the middle because I already got them sorted out. There's probably nobody out there. She just likes to bark to get me to let her outside or feed her wet food. She gets that at the end of the day. The sun will go a certain level and all of a sudden that's when she wants her food. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, the middle. I'm going to go 2 on that side, 3 on the other side, and I'm just going to go between each one, 4, and kind of in the middle, 5. And I didn't really measure them, but I guess they're about a 1/2 inch apart, give or take. Okay, so this is, I'm going to use this as, I'm going to take this top page I set this to the side. You got to make sure it all goes in the same direction, your little holes there. So I took the top cover and I'm going to return the top cover back to this one. I'm going to put this to the side and then I'm going to use my next signature, and this is what I'm going to use to put the other signatures in. So I'll open that up, make sure they're nice and straight. Put this in. And I'm going to put it in here and then use this as a guide so all of our holes line up perfectly. And if you can't see the holes, you can kind of drag your awl and feel where they are, because that was, it's like, oh no, I can't see them, but you can feel with your awl, it just fall in the cavity. And so there's your next holes, and you just kind of place it on top of the other, making sure all the holes are the same, lining up. And then my third signature, I'm going to open it up and put this in. Put it in here. I don't know, I always work from the middle. Must have a delivery or something. Nothing extraordinary happens until, you know, I'm doing a show and whatnot. My very first show on Whatnot, I was so nervous, and I guess Dixie was too, because right behind me she was throwing up. My poor baby girl. Oh, she's all over my stuff right now. Hold on. Let me make room for you, baby. Hold on, you're on my thing. I know it shouldn't be there. Okay. I'll go check it in a little bit. Okay. Oh my goodness, now everything fell. I'm in the middle of organizing and I have things stacked up beside me. And it just fell. Okay. Well. Okay, so I'm going to put this back where it belongs, make sure the holes line up. And thank you for still being here. Okay, so now my top is now on the bottom, and so on and so forth. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure these are all pretty much lined up. All the holes are lined up. So we know we got the right direction. Kind of open it up and see what the photos are. Make sure everything is going in the right direction. So far, so good. Now, if there's a calendar in here, it will be upside down. Oh, that one's not upside down, so that is upside down. But that's upside down. If there is anything, I can't flip it because you know why? Because I've already done it. I should have checked that before. But you know, we're live here. On YouTube, I could edit that out. Okay, so now we need to put the holes in the covers. And of course, I can't find the mat that goes underneath it. So I'll have to use some cardboard somewhere. Oh, great. right. Okay, can't find it. I'll turn this way. All right, so I need to make sure that these are straight. All these are up. That's my top, this is my bottom, and they have to face this way, and I got to punch the holes right here. So what I do is I'm going to take the bottom one, set it to the side, leaving the inside upwards. I'm going to take my signatures here where they have all the things lined up. I'm going to place it where I want my stitches to be, right about here. Like a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to keep it straight and give my all. And I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to line them up to where you have, you're not going to be able to see this. So I'm going to line them up where you see the holes. I'm going to take my awl along that and punch it down. All while keeping this to where it's not moving. Make sure it's nice and straight. Want them all even. Okay. All right, then I'm going to punch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to take these, I'm going to set them to the side, and I'm going to take my back cover with the inside up, and then I'm going to place this on top of the other one. Put it on top there, and then I'm going to start using the holes to punch the bottom one from the top. Punch it all the way through. There you go. All right. And then I'm going to put this, we got our holes. See that? At the top and the bottom. That's what the bottom looks like. Inside of this looks like. And then now we're going to line our signatures up with the holes. Make sure all that's right. Let me open it up. Yep, that looks good. Everything, well, I knew I had that backwards. Okay, so there we go. So now it's ready to, we're ready to start stitching. And there's a hole from that. Okay. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is get our needle. And the curved needle is best, but I don't know where mine is. It's somewhere around here in a nice cozy spot waiting for me because I put it in a very special safe place. But I've already waxed the thread, and now I'm just gonna thread it. But usually I pop it right through. And some of you already know I garden, so excuse my nails. We had rain finally, I think on Friday, and we were just rejoice. We're so happy. Okay, so I got that thread and I left a bunch here that kind of hang down. I'm gonna tie off this, and I want to leave some room because I like to put a little paper bead at the end. That's just me. Bead or charm or whatever, I leave room for that. And if I change my mind, I just clip it off. So one, three is my favorite number, so I'll just do three. Good knots. 2, 3. One is good enough. Okay, there we go. Thank you for still being here. Okay, so now I'll put that to the side. The next thing we need to do is sew our signatures. So the top and all this, we got it just like that. I'm going to flip it over like this. And I'm going to take this and this, and I'm going to thread this. We're going to start with the bottom one and the last signature. And I'm going to find the middle part. Okay, open sesame. Okay. All right. And I'm going to put that first one in. There we go. Kind of leave it a little loose. All right. Then I'm going to put this down. I'm going to come around this way. And put it through the hole. And sew that through. Okay. Then I'm going to go up through here. Did I lose everybody? Ah, you're still with me. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to that same hole. And so I got this a little loose right there, so I don't go through the thread. Sometimes you try not to go through the thread. Being that I say that, watch me go through the thread. Okay, go back through and pull it up. There it is. And then I'm going to go to the next hole and do the same. All the way up. And just repeated pattern. And then we grab the next page at the end, towards the end. Go through. Ouch. And try not to stab yourself. Okay, I'm going to go through here. Do that. Go through the hole. I'm glad, Crystal. I thought at this point, I feel like, oh, everybody's going to say, oh, forget this. My first attempts, I'm usually flustered and have to walk away, and it takes me a good 3 tries. Oops. Okay, go through here. And then go back through here. Uh-oh. I try to wrap it around and then go back through the same hole, trying not to go through the string, but sometimes it happens. Okay, go back through here. And then I'm going to go up through here. And see, if this was YouTube, I could just speed this all up and add some music. Do, do, do. Oops. Kind of went the opposite direction there, but I'm trying to lock it in whenever I go around. Okay. Go back up. All right. Go through here. Rawr. Good. I'm glad you're learning. I hope I hope I'm a good teacher. So I'm gonna go through here, and we're not gonna go back through that hole because kind of flip this around, and we're gonna take our next page, our next signature, and we're gonna take it and flip it, and it should line up. These should line up. If you start sewing it and it's not jiving just so, then you know you didn't do it right. Which, as tired as I am, I could be making some mistakes, but I make mistakes all the time. Okay. All right. I'm gonna, uh-oh. So this is tissue paper we're trying to work through. It's kind of a tissue paper that um, we let the children pretend like they're making a newspaper when they come in the museum. It's a old publishing museum. It's 106 years old. And we get to play with old printers and show the children how we run them. But this is the paper that they like to use. I brought it home. I wrapped something up in it. That's why it's here. I don't just bring home paper from the museum. Okay, so I got that one in there. I just went to the next one, and there's no way I can lock it in, so I'm just going to go to the next one and then lock that one in by going underneath and coming up. Yikes. I'm going to put it back in that hole without going through the string. Our AC doesn't work up here, so it's a little hot. I think our AC guy changed his number. He got tired of dealing with it, I guess. I need to move on to the next AC guy. Put this down here. Had a cold front come through, so that was helpful. Living in Florida, you gotta have AC. I don't see how they used to deal with it, not having air conditioning. That had to have been a miserable life. So I just poked myself really well. Hey there. I'm not bleeding. I guess that's from giving all that blood. It's been a while. Okay. Go back up here. And that one looks like it's a little off. Maybe it'll all pan out. Well, we try to get it to where it's on the edge. But I usually lay it down and do it on the book, but I'm trying to show you. So because we want the edges to come to the edge of the cover and keep them all the same. But and to do that, it's helpful to do it on the edge of the book, but it's really hard for me to show you on whatnot, like the camera angles. Okay, there we go. And now we need to do the other one. So we'll take the other one and then we'll flip that one over. Make sure they're lined up, each hole. Find the center of your signature. Is that right? Lord, I hope so. It'll work itself out. Okay. I start doubting myself sometimes. All right, did I lock that in? I'm not sure. I'm gonna, just in case I didn't, I'm gonna do it again. So it's a double lock. I'm gonna put it in here, through here. So I did my daughter's maternity portraits out in the yard, the front yard and then the backyard. And I just sent those to her and she's going to do some editing through AI. I'm interested to see what the background's going to look like. She downloaded a whole bunch of AI editing tools. Before long, it'll look like I didn't even take the photos. And put in here, through here. But I got the raw images. These were taken in grandma's front yard or mom's front yard or backyard in 2000, May 3rd, 2026. Not some made up forest. Okay, put it in here. But she can have her version if she wants. I played with it some last night. I really didn't know what I was doing, but AI is something else. They tried to make me talk to one this morning when I was trying to get ready for Social Security. I was like, now I want a person. They finally gave me a person. And she was very nice. Okay, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to flip it over. And this is the front cover. Make sure everything is top and bottom. Let me open this up and see. Yeah, that looks like top. That one I already know. I got that. I messed up on that one. But that's okay. All right, this is going to be the last thing on here. And these are compact mini journals that you can put on your in your luggage, on your purse, take travel with you and document your travels. In the olden days, You can make them your brag books if you're a grandma or a mother for your children or your fur babies or your feathered babies. So I'm going to try to push it through there. Go back through. So it's going to be double threaded when you come back up. All this, you're going to come back up and it'll be double threaded. So you go right back through that hole. You go right back through that hole. The hole. Okay, where are you? It's there. There it is. Okay. And I'm going through some string, some thread there. So, and then I'm going to go back through this hole. Come up. Lock it in. And it gets a little bit tighter. Go back through this cover, that hole, up. Ah, thank you for still being here. I'm glad you're with me. Crystal, you've been a trooper. All of you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put that through there. And then go back through the hole. Go back through the hole. It's really easy, guys. I promise. You know, it'd be easier if you could see. All right, you guys, cut that out behind me. Zozo, stop. She's got skin irritation, so I gotta take her to the vet. She does every spring. She's allergic to everything. Uh-oh. All right. Susie in the sunflower. The sunflower state. Okay. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So now I'm making a Coptic stitch journal. Go through here. And then lock it in through here. Ow. But that was the easiest one of all. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. And then I take it through the next hole. We almost got this, guys. We're almost there. I'm feeling for that hole. Right there. Okay. Up. And I gotta put it through this. Ouch. It's when a smart person would be wearing their thimble. But, you know, I'm not that person. No pain, no gain. I think I was locking it in the wrong way. That's probably what my strife was. Okay, then put it through here. All right, then go through here and up through here. And lock it in through here. Go up. And problem. Uh-oh. Then, of course, I pulled it out of here, but that's okay. I got plenty of beeswax on here. I'll just pop it right back through. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to go through here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to come back through here and lock it in. And then I'm going to push it through here. Oops. Push it back in through the hole and bring it up. And then I'm going to just tie it off. I kind of there we go. And of course, I like to do it at 3 good times. I don't know what it is. All right. And one more time. And there we go. And then I got plenty of room for dangles or for bookmark or whatever. But there you have it. And this one, let's see. This I'm going to use for like a bookmark and put little paper beads on it. But see how it lays flat? That's the whole purpose of why I love it. You can stamp this and, you know, just right away. You can paint over this and make some more writing space. I'm going to put some white paint on that. And this is upside down actually, because that's right side up, because it's a calendar that I really loved. That's tea dyed. And then we rounded the corners and then we put the gold on it, on the edges. More tea dye. This is a gel print. You can see the veins from, I guess it was a leaf, a big leaf in the yard. But that's it. Now all I have to do is put little dangles on it and paint the inside. Woo! We did it, didn't we? We got through it. Man, sometimes I think that was rough. It's work. I know we're gonna get it. We're gonna get your food out. I'm usually on here at 9:15, but things kept popping up that I had to take care of. And if you were here earlier expecting it, I'm sorry I wasn't here. Or if you were here last week, that just life happens, and we just have to rearrange ourselves. So I do the paper beads, and let me see where I put those. They're behind me. Not yet, not yet. I'm sorry. We'll do it in a minute. She likes to boss everybody. Oh, these are my little. I make bracelets out of the paper beads. All right, so I want to find one that kind of matches this. Another little from a magazine is what I use that because I upcycle everything. That's a little gold gilt, and I think that's 23 karat. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while. But I can't seem to find anything that has like yellowish gold. That's the closest thing, I guess, that has the gold on it. This is a barrel bead that I made. Use Elmer's glue actually in nail polish, but I'm going to just thread it in here. I'm going to probably put a knot right here and thread it in. Thank you. Yay. I'm just now looking over at the screen. So yes, that's how I make my mini Coptic stitch journals and my bigger ones too. So, and it, like I said, this is multi-streaming, I believe. It should be. I didn't double check it. And I used copyright free music at the beginning, so they won't copyright me like I did the one. I did little florets before, and I don't know why I got a copyright strike. I don't know what happened there. Who knows? Okay, I'm off camera. I'm sorry. I was doing the knot here and threading this through. It's a barrel one, so it's a little bit bigger of a hole. I'm going to just kind of put it up through here so it will hold better. Go back through it and kind of do it like that. And then tie it right here. There we go. Whew. Well, I was trying to tie it a couple more times here. All right, there we go. Probably put some more beads and a charm. If I knew, I've got Halloween charms here, and that won't do. I don't have any little beads. I'll probably do somewhere. That's Alice in Wonderland charms. That's an eagle. But anyways, I got charms somewhere. But anyways, should I put another charm or just leave it like that? See that little bead charm? Should I put another charm there? Or just leave it? Well, hello. Yes, put another one more. Okay. Let me see what I got. I'm gonna go across the room. Oh, here's something my grandson spilled. There's got to be charms in this. I heard something knocked over when he was here. Let's see what's in here. It'll be a big surprise. Goodness, this is from another project. Look at all this mess. There's got to be a charm in here somewhere. Oh, this is yellow. Might be a little big. I'm gonna put in that. Huh, it's a little bracelet. I don't know, that one's orange, yellow, I think. Would that go, you think? Really? I didn't see you come in. My digital cottage. Allura. So you just quietly watching. That's funny. Yes, she has great shows. I have her beautiful papers that she made, and she's teaching everybody how to make all the classes and stuff. She goes by measurements. I'm like, I eyeball everything. She'll back me up sometimes on here. We made the pocket purse puzzles together. You know, um, I've got it reserved. I got some papers that are Alice in Wonderland themed, and I'm going to put it in that book. And probably use some more of the paper. Probably not all the papers, but I have a plan for it. It's going to be a bigger journal than my little ones. And I just got some cereal boxes from my grandson yesterday. So I'm going to probably do the cereal boxes instead of the cracker boxes. Because, I'm a upcycler. Does that look weird? Maybe I'll do that in another one, a teardrop. That might look okay. What do you think? Let me get my magnifying glass. Lovely, happy. No, my birthday's tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Well, he turned 5 um in April, beginning of April. But I'll tell him you said happy birthday. I purchased Alice journal to rewatch and follow along. Girl, everything is amazing that you do. Thank you. I think you are. Thank you. Yes, I went and signed up for Social Security. I went and bought my tag for my car. my my daughter was like, her birthday was, it's like our birthdays are 7 and 8 days apart from each other. It's like a whole birthday weekend or weekday or week. And she's like, the youngest is like, birthdays aren't even that fun anymore. I don't even look forward to them. I have to pay this and that, and so many responsibilities. She's asking if she purchases, can she rewatch this in 60 days? I don't know how that works. You're the lady. I've got this like multicasted onto YouTube, and I don't know how far along that goes. So how long it does, but YouTube, I guess, how I do the soft music and stuff. I think they did a copyright strike on me over there, so I had to get rid of one thing. It's just making these little um, rosettes. Any items sold during the show grants a rewatch. Okay. Oh, well, thank you. Okay. So, um, so I got the little boho beads. Let me do something with the boho beads. do I have the boho beads? Let me check them on. Sold them at another show. I can do these 3 for $3. I've done that before. So let me, I don't have a photo of it, but I'll add product, create a product. What is that import from Spotify? What? Is that something new? Create quality listing, temporary listing. I'll just do temporary. Oh, I don't even know. Art handmade. Zozo, I know, baby. I know. She is a prima donna, guys. Partition homemade goods. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Oops. So I'm adding something that you can purchase for $3. If you even like them. They're rosettes. My computer. I couldn't get it to go this morning. Let's see, description. Oops, 3. Okay. And you just pick whatever you want. I'm going to just pin it. Pin. Okay. All right, so I put something that's $3, little rosettes. And you get to pick 3. I've had these before on here. They're Little Miss, oh, what is it called? I'm so tired, guys. Little Women. Oh my gosh. It's a book, pages from Little Women that I made little rosettes out of. So I was shown how to do them in one of the things, one of the shows. Oh my. Okay. Thank you for your purchase. I didn't see one rosette. Okay. Oh, so somebody purchased the tea party, and that was you, Crystal. Okay. Thank you. I know, Zozo. Okay, well, I've got several rosette. Here's your thing, your book, and then I'm glad there's somebody else that likes Alice out there, like I do. And then 3 rosettes. There's different papers, just all different kinds of ways. You can glue them onto your journals. I put them on my journal covers, but you can put them on top of pockets and embellish them that way. This one is a smaller one. So she does. Crystal rocks all the way. The dark color ones. Okay. So, yes, there's that one. And there's that one. And let's see. Let me see if I find another dark color one. That one's kind of scrawny, but it's dark. Do you like that one? It's not as fluffy. Oh, here's one. This is fluffier. You like them? Okay. All right. These three are yours. Okay. Yay. Thank you for sticking in there with me today. Okay, there we go. So, Laura, when is your next show? You probably just finished one, huh? Well, you rated into one from one. You are the knowledgeable and work at the museum, bringing your expertise to us. That's priceless. Thank you. Oh my goodness, you're welcome. We're learning a different bookbinding thing this Friday, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully, I'll get it. I'll understand. Yes, you probably already shared. You've shared a lot of things, so I'm like, okay, I've learned this one thing and I want to share it, but if you've already done it, then I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if she's done this because you do a lot. Yeah, you're a great teacher. Yeah, I the first time I hung out with my digital cottage, um, it was on a Sunday, and I was working on other things, but she had me hooked all day long. We experimented. It was fun. Oh, what do you mean? Was there a storm? Crystal, did you have a storm? I love you too, girl. My Allura. We're all experimental here. Okay, I'm gonna go back through this one and lock it. Hopefully I'll have enough, but I put a lot of beeswax on here on this thread, so it should be stiff enough. Oh, Zozo. She's got allergies and she is going crazy behind me. I got to put some oil on her. She does it every spring. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that through. Maybe I need more beeswax. Oh, you know what? I can shove it up with this needle. Where's my needle? burn it down. Oh, you can't. On my computer, I can't either. I can't do emojis. So, Leela, I have a new experiment with making paper beads. Something new. Bites you? Bless you. Oh, okay. No, I coughed. But thank you. I could use all the blessings I can get. So I usually do natural herbal things and vitamins and stuff, and I haven't been doing it lately, and my eyesight's been really terrible lately. So I try to go without glasses, but I don't know. It's an age thing. I don't want to admit it, but it is. You know, I love coffee just like you do, Alora, but I have a condition now that says that I'm not supposed to be drinking it. So I can't drink coffee, so I have to drink. Luckily, I've been getting into teas anyway, so I love coffee. I'm trying to get this through, but it's not working out for me. Zozo. Zozo. Don't do that, baby. I know. You're a good girl. This poor dog has got a story. She thinks she's special, which she is. It, she bosses everybody around. And she has epilepsy and she has um, skin allergies, and the spring is not her time of year. Me, it's my gut. I don't know. I'll be okay regardless, but it's been going on for a long time. It's just in the town that I live in, it just takes them forever with our appointments. So I just have to wait it out. All right. So I don't know how that looks to you, but uh-oh. My eye doctor has to take. Hold on, let me get my routine eye vitamins and wear glasses so I don't strain my eyes. Aging happens or you're dead. That's true. I'll take that. I'll take aging over dead. And those eye drops, vitamins, eye drops, and glasses. I need to go get glasses. So here we go. It all lays flat. I've been working in my garden. That looks so pretty. I just wish I had it something like that. Crystal, thank you so much for ordering all these. Oh, somebody else ordered something too. Or was that you, Crystal? Let me see. No, it's you. Okay. I looked up and saw a different price. Okay. So you see how it lays flat? I still haven't done my um, my teeny weeny mini journal yet that I bought from you. Thank you, my digital cottage. I put it in a box of my things to do later, and I'm spread thin. I'm gonna do it though. My little book. Yes, I do. I spent that day with you too. Or was that the Sunday that we spent? I know we were experimenting with the paste that you bought from Home Depot or Lowe's, the big box store, whatever. But you glue yours. That's different. I didn't ever glue mine. But there is a process with this where you do this and then you put a adhesive down or you put a strip down. It's for bookbinding, and then you glue that on, and then you glue over that, and it's all of it. It's sewing and gluing, and I think they use this method. I just ran into that the other day. I'm like, oh, okay. There's that. You guys, do you know what I just did? I just found my needle, my curved needle. Finally, it was in all this junk. Oh my goodness, my precious. I cannot lose that again. Okay. So originally I had put everything in this tin box. I had all my needles in another little thing and it was plastic and I lost it. So but I'm going to put all my things in there. You see that? So next time we're together and I can't find these things, you tell me where they are. I know. That's the way of the universe. uh, in the tin. Oh, really? I don't think I'm that fun. That's why I'm Bored Grandma Designs. That's that's my name. But the thing is I get bored real easy, and I think that's why I've had all these jobs. But I'll learn something at one job, and it's like, okay, time to put in my 2 weeks. It's time for me to move on to learn something else. So, Allura and I think have that same outlook. But anyways, I need to write her name down. Well, the same disease, whatever it is, we just love to learn different things. I worked in a rubber factory. It's car parts and just rubber parts and plastic parts for different things. It's hoses for the pumps. I did parts for Jaguar, for the moon roof, for the sunroof, the sills on the top. I did that all night long. And during the day, I worked for Jeep doing a mechasonic welder, which had to do with fusion. It fused all the parts together. I did that, and that's the latches that go on the Jeeps. So every time I see a Jeep and I see those kind of head latches, I think about making those all day long. Am I selling the bee journal? Well, usually I like to take pretty pictures of it, but Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Let me add here, create product. What is this ad from Spotify? I had never seen that before. I'm on my computer doing it. Create a temporary listing. I'll do that. And I'll do arts and homemade, handmade, scrapbooks, done. Um, bee journal. Four by four Coptic. I don't ever know what to put on these things. Well, Crystal, well, I had the one for 10 and then I put it on for sale for 750. I might as well just, but I can't do 750 here. So I'll do 10 and then hold on. Then what I'll do here, let me save it. Confirm. All right, Crystal, let me move your things over. View. And let me see. And then what I'll do is it buy now? Where'd it go? Did it save? All right, then I'll be junk journal. I could have sworn I put it for 10, but it says 5. I'll pin it. Let me see. I don't know why it said 5 when I wrote 10. I just knew I did. I'll run it as auction. There we go. Oh, Crystal. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Well, Crystal, you're so sweet. My goodness. I don't journal. You give me pride. Really, all the work you did. It was a lot of work, wasn't it? We did it together. Thank you, thank you, Crystal. Um, do you want me to paint these pages or leave that up to you? I guess they're right side up, so they'll be fine. She is. My gosh. Paint them, please. Okay. So it's just white paint, and then I usually stamp on them. Let me see. It's the calendar one. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll paint this and then the calendar. I'll paint those. And hopefully I put the paint back where it belongs. She was. She was with me the whole way. I was so happy. I told her, I said, there wasn't very many people in the room. That was before my raids, and then I was like, all you need is just one friend. And somebody else said, well, you got another friend. Yes, she's amazing. I'm looking for my paint. watch out. So my paintbrushes are all downstairs. Dixie, oh my goodness. I got my craft stuff on the day bed beside me, and normally I don't. So I'm in their area, and they are jumping all over it. Well, guys, my two ladies here are anxious to get, they want their food. When the sun hits just so outside, they know it's time for them to eat. So I think I'm going to feed them now. You are? What are you eating? Another hamburger? I found out I can eat hamburger. I'm so happy. Chicken. Yeah. I don't know if I can have chicken. I think I can have chicken. Yeah. Certain things I cannot eat. But Crystal, I am going to paint this for you and then let that dry, and I'll get it in the mail to you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm supposed to do lino cuts. I've never done lino cuts on here. I'm a little nervous about it. I got to get all my things together. But I had done a lino cut of him, and I've got to get him. This is just a copy of a picture that I did. I did a portrait of him, and then I paint this. I need to use this paint too, and paint this, and then I carve it out. And here's one of my lino cuts of a rooster, and I left this all in the background. It's called Chatter. So that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. You know what? I do me. Let me tell you. I go to my own little beat. So tomorrow I'm gonna be doing this. Showing you guys the lino cuts and how I do it. There's a little Wally the turtle. That one's locked up in our printer at the museum, and I thought it was all over for the museum, and I thought I was going to die that day because all those other ladies would have murdered me. But we got it unlocked and unstuck. But I didn't put that one up for sale in the museum. I sold another one that I did a one touch and not three. But I'll explain that tomorrow. And that's my little seahorse that I always have here. But hopefully I'll have some more. I should plan it for a different day to where I have a lot more lino cuts for you to see. I've got a line that I did also. I'll have to find them, but I got to pull myself together to be able to show you these things. But it's supposed to be tomorrow. I might have to rearrange it and do something simple tomorrow. But anyway, that was supposed to be the focus for tomorrow's episode. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. At least that's what my grandson always says, and then he breaks something. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm so happy, and I shall hopefully see you tomorrow another day. I'm usually here at 9:15 if all goes well. My computer wasn't cooperating. It was trying to do an update, so I couldn't be on when I wanted to. Okay. Creative bookish wifey. Okay, let me try to do that. Creative bookish wifey. I'll try to do that. Thank you. Yes, happy birthday tomorrow. I hope somebody gives me some Mod Podge or paper. All right, so we're gonna go raid. I hope I pushed the wrong button last time. So let me go here, create a raid. Okay, search. Thank you. I'll have a blessed, beautiful day. You have a blessed, beautiful day as well. Well, lucky you. Okay, we spend too much on whatnot, don't we? Okay, so let me see. Creative. All right, let me figure this out. Creative. Ah, founder. Select. Okay, here we go. Ready, set, go.